What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Culture Split. I'm here with my boy Yanni and my brother Vasily.
How you guys doing?
How's everyone?
Guys, how was your weekends? We are back on another Sunday.
We have done this intro now probably like 4 times because, first of all, Donnie couldn't remember the name of the podcast that we started. But then, our lovely Yanni over there can't stop laughing. So we've been at this now for about 20 minutes. We wasted half the day, but it's all good.
You know, guys, I think this was a harder intro than the first episode we had, to be honest. I was nervous on this one.
I think the first episode...
I think it showed that I was nervous, but, welcome back, everybody.
I think the first episode is never going to air because we're just going to...
Maybe at the end of the season it will. That's a little blooper.
What makes the end of the season the season?
Huh?
What makes it the end of the season?
Well, let the people find out.
No, I'm asking you. I don't know what it is. What do you mean?
You'll find out.
We're going to have seasons?
I mean, why stop at one season when you can have multiple? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, how's your weekend?
It was shitty. I had to go to Tennessee. Did a bunch of driving only one day. But it was alright. What I really want to talk about, because I'm a little upset about this, is, we, every Sunday, we do this podcast and we bring some food. And I'm not happy about it. But Domino's...
Are we name dropping?
I'm going to name drop.
No name dropping. But we got pizza from...
I literally just said Domino's.
That was the first episode.
No, you said... Yeah, but I'm saying you're not going to say about the new...
Yeah.
The new pizza.
Okay, so we're not going to mention where this pizza
So we
came
have a
from.
routine. Let's update. Routine, guys, is...
Well, they don't have to know the routine. They just
Well,
need to
routine.
know
Well, part of the routine is,
we eat like fat
pizza. Pizza, cigars, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of whiskey, whatever,
A little dessert.
A little cannoli or...
The cannolis were delicious. I
They
will give
did a
them,
good job.
they did a good job.
They stuffed them.
Maybe they were pretty fucking cool.
They put a lot.
They put a lot in there.
No, that was good.
But very disappointing in the pizza.
That's really...
Wait, is that a local spot? Is it?
It's on Providence Road.
Well,
No name dropping.
we're not name dropping.
Name dropping.
Address is 3333.
Oh, well.
Let's put it this way, guys.
I ordered it from there for 2 reasons. Because they had the word, I think, Napoli in their name.
we're not gonna say the name.
No, in their pizza names.
Oh, and the pizza. Well, it's a type of pizza.
Yeah, well, I like
Everyone names them.
You know what I think?
And I like that they had cannolis.
You know what I think made it worse, guys? Maybe, the pizza getting delivered was slightly on the colder side. It wasn't really hot.
No,
Maybe
the pizza was not good.
Yeah, and it is a Sunday, man.
Listen, I do think though pizza's a preference because that was like a Napoleon
style pizza.
I don't even know what Napoleon means.
The pizza we ate was Napoleon style.
You mean undercooked?
No, well, I don't know how the fuck.
It's that thin crust like that. Yeah,
Like New York style.
No, it's Napolitan, man. I don't know what to tell you.
It's the way they cook it, right? In the oven or the way they, I don't know. Anyways.
It's more oven. Yeah.
Long story short, man.
Domino's was better.
The fast food. Well, I consider Domino's like fast food pizza. You know what I mean?
Not according to their commercials, no more than that.
But it was Domino's hit the spot, man.
It did hit the spot.
This one was good,
but their cannolis out for me made up for it.
Support local, I guess, right? Whatever. Do what you gotta do.
Well, yeah, we're gonna definitely support a different local spot next time. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Napoleon or not, maybe.
Also, guys, it's very upsetting Sunday for some Greek people. Let's talk about the Olympiacos game.
Olympiacos today.
I am rocking the hoodie, but kind of want to go take it off right now. It's not.
It's been a struggle, honestly. I was gonna say this year, but the past couple years
we lost. For those of you who don't know, we lost 2-0 to Panathinaikos.
Hey, it's just. I don't have as much expectations anymore. I mean,
especially not the past couple seasons.
When you're always changing coaches, signings over signings,
there's another word for that, right?
What's that?
Money laundering.
Money laundering. That's been going on for years,
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I just know that. I would go deeper into this topic, but it's just what is there to talk about? They're bumps. And did I lose my money? I did also lose money. Did I bet when I knew we were going to lose? Yeah.
No, first of all, your betting has to stop. We talked about this on the first episode.
Well, actually, listen to this parlay that I put. It wasn't too bad. I put for La Mia to beat Pasiana today, and they did. I put Napoli to beat whoever the fuck they played, it wasn't a big team. Okay, they won. I put Atletico to tie or win, and they equalized at the 90th minute against Real Madrid, so I would have had that. So the only team that fucked me up was Olympiacos.
I'm pretty sure the guy that equalized for Atlético they picked him up from Real, didn't they? I'm pretty sure it was like
Real Atletico went 1-1, right?
Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah, I think at the 93 minute.
Yeah.
I think the kid that ended up scoring that goal, the bottom from Real.
And fun fact, Real Madrid used to be my betting team. Again, especially a couple legs they had in the Champions League the past few years against Liverpool. Let's just say they've made me some money.
What about Manchester and West Ham 3-0 on that one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch any of that. The only thing I watched was
I only watched like the first half of that one. But
Arsenal beat Liverpool 2-1. That's another thing. Klopp. I don't know how you Liverpool fans feel about Klopp. Obviously the majority have him as a legend in their book. He's leaving at the end of the season. So I mean, I'm more indifferent towards Klopp personally. I think he's a great coach, but I don't think there's. I'm just more indifferent. I'm a Mourinho guy. And
you can't go wrong with Mourinho. Everyone loves Mourinho.
And actually, Mourinho that just left Roma, Amaise Magas Marinaki, if you're listening, Vageli, Fede do Mourinho, man. Bring Mourinho. Imagine Mourinho στον Ολυμπιακό. Και εσύ Mourinho, if you're a good coach, win us the league. Win us the league. Because, we need a win.
let me tell you something, bro.
Let me tell you. So,
Mourinho, he has that.
That would be badass.
He has that. He's Mourinho, no matter.
He's the special one.
Yeah.
I think the problem with that
Respect.
Respect.
The only problem with Mourinho coming to Athens would be that I think
I don't even care for it to lose.
They wouldn't necessarily. I don't think they would give him the freedom. I think there'd be too much butting heads because he'd want to do one thing with everyone. Man, there's always butting heads.
No, man, that depends on the coach. Mourinho is like, you can't. You let him do him. You know what I mean?
No, it would be badass.
Yeah.
It's Mourinho. There's nothing.
Everybody knows who he is
fucking
and what he does. So it's.
Yeah, it's as you guys can guess.
Basically, yeah.
Ε?
Basically τελείωσε.
No, μπορείς να το βγάλεις αυτά άμα θέλεις.
Και μέχρι που να...
Εγώ το καπνίζω μέχρι το τέλος. We're smoking cigars, guys, and
I'm just asking, they has that little wrap around.
yeah, I usually
past or that?
I take the wrap off.
I take it off. Yeah.
Well, you smoke the heck out of that thing, huh?
What are you smoking today, Yanni?
My classic, My Father.
Father.
Specifically.
We talked about this last time,
Don't know.
Right?
Yeah, we did. But for some reason, I think, shout out to my friend Vile from Winston-Salem. He smokes cigars, and he just had told me My Father. So I've stuck with those.
Yeah, I don't know much about cigars. I just know tobacco is good, and that's what I've been sticking with.
I'm not a big. I do smoke them at least once or twice a week, but I always go to tobacco. I don't really like the heavy ones. I'm more of a mild, sweeter side,
Yeah.
All right, while we're on the subject, now that obviously all three of us here are LBIQ fans, and
Representing.
we're used to being disappointed lately. But while we're on that subject, I don't know if you guys saw the news that Hamilton will be going over to Ferrari. I think it's 2025.
2025, yes, sir.
Okay. Being a big Ferrari fan myself, I'm pretty excited about it. Again, I'm used to disappointment from them, but definitely looking forward. I think it will change everything for a good, in a good way.
Can I ask you guys actually to do the audience a favor for those that don't know too much about Formula One, and for myself who I don't know? So what's Lewis Hamilton? I'm ignorant, whatever.
I would say Lewis Hamilton.
He's
probably like the LeBron James.
Are we comparing him to another athlete?
No.
No. In that Formula One game, whatever. What is he? Is he the best? Like, what? I mean, the best right now, or like, is he the best of all time, or both?
Well,
he's one hell of
that's
a
going to be controversial,
he's just
right?
Like he's on the Mount Rushmore for sure.
Yeah,
he's right up there with Schumacher. He's right up there with Schumacher. A
lot of people won't admit it.
Now this is so stupid. Is Schumacher is he now or is he previous?
Previous.
His son is actually.
Yeah, but his son is now.
But we're talking about the main Schumacher. So he was a racer.
He's still alive, I think, but he had a skiing accident.
Yeah.
He's in a coma.
Isn't that crazy, man? How many years of racing in F1 going, how fast they go.
You know who else died from skiing? Ken Block. Well, not skiing. He was in a snowmobile. Yeah. So, if anyone out there wants to become a race car driver, stay away from the snow.
Well, I wanted to say this, actually. I wanted to stay on this topic, but real fast about skiing, skydiving, and all that bullshit. No offense to everybody that likes to do those type of things, but I'm sorry, man. Is your life that boring that you need to do all these risky fucking hobbies? Me, I like to go to the beach. I'm not trying to do all this sports. I'm trying to relax, eat my club sandwich, smoke, look around. I'm trying to relax.
Well, I think it depends on everybody.
Oh, skiing. I tried. I want to learn how to snowboard.
I'll look at the snow. I'll smoke my cigar. I'll smoke my cigarette.
Sit on the
I'll have a whiskey. I'll just look at it.
Well, you're a special breed, man. Some people want to be active. You know what I mean? Like
I do want to try snowboarding.
Not active, but
play sports like ball sports. Oh, I'm a ski. Okay, I'm skiing. I'm going down the mountain.
First of all,
that shit is hard, man.
No, it is real hard.
Have you tried?
I've tried it.
First of all, can we skiing and snowboarding is two different things.
For sure,
right?
I've tried both.
You've tried both?
For literally one time, fell down and I stopped.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he went back in the cabin and smoked the cigar.
Yeah.
I legitimately wanted to learn how to snowboard. I have a very good friend named Tony. He shout out. He's listening to this.
Big time.
Not the best teacher in the world. I'm gonna say that because
he's good. He's an enthusiast, I would say, in skiing and.
No, he's really good at snowboarding.
He's good.
What he's not good at is teaching somebody how to snowboard. Because he took me up on the mountain and said, swing. What did he say? I think it was Sugar Mountain, but it wasn't even real snow. A lot of it was just ice. It was cold. And he pretty much showed me one thing and then jumped down the hill and there he went. And then I came down face first.
So do you know now how to ski or no?
Absolutely not. Because we ended up drinking that day. So I never really learned.
Listen, if you told me...
I want to try it once.
If you told me to have the skill of skiing or not, yeah, I'd prefer to know. But I feel like it's one of those hobbies that you need to kind of grow up doing. Like, if you didn't grow up going every year, what are you going to start learning in your 20s?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like riding...
I think once you pass that 30 mark, it only makes it harder, you know what I mean?
But unless you live in an area, right, where
We're
you're...
2 hours away. How far is the beach? You like going swimming? Okay.
Well, personally, my couple days off, I don't feel like wasting it on going skiing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a preference, but it still has what I'm trying to say is I'm more definitely like a beach type of person, right?
Oh, for sure, beach.
But
I want to hop on a jet ski, man, and go out there. You know.
I will tell you, like going up the mountain, seeing the snow in the winter.
Oh, it's nice.
It's cozy. It's cozy. You go out for some drinks, you have fun, you go skiing because they got a bar.
And that's what makes summer more nice is, you experience, winter. You're looking forward to that difference.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to try it.
But guys, going back to the Lewis Hamilton topipic. So yeah, he is going to Ferrari. They did say 25. I'm assuming not this upcoming season.
Yeah, no, it's not this upcoming season.
I think
it's gonna shake up the grid.
I think it definitely threw more interest into the sport. Not that he doesn't have enough already, but it's gonna 2025 is gonna be a good, crazy competitive season, I believe. So because then that leaves an empty spot for.
Well, that's gonna leave a few empty spots because not only does Mercedes.
Poor Sainz, man. I don't know.
Let me ask you.
I was never a fan of him, but
let me ask you this: so Ferrari has a driver,
2 drivers.
Mercedes has 2. Does each team have 2 drivers, or it just depends? Or it's 100% every team has 2 drivers?
Every team has 2 cars, 2 drivers. You have driver 1
and it's usually
driver
one
2.
driver is like the top.
But they're still competing in the same race.
Correct. That's what makes it so interesting.
So
because you have driver 1 and 2.
So it's basically it is like a team. Yeah, it is individual sport. Obviously, whoever wins the race, he's individually getting that credit. But it's basically Ferrari won. If let's say Ferrari won.
Yeah. You know what makes it interesting though, because they have 2 drivers. Towards the end of the season, if one driver has obviously done a lot better than the backup driver, than the second driver. They will help each other. You've been doing better. You've been winning all the races. They'll help each other. Am I wrong on this one?
I'm so lost in this.
No, the drivers with their spots during the race. I'm saying
their goal is to have the team score as many points as possible.
Yes, but what I'm saying is if one person, who did it? Hamilton, was it this past season or the season before? It might have been an older season. He backed off and let his teammate pass him because he knew he couldn't compete for 2nd or 3rd place, I think. I don't know where races was at.
There's a lot that goes into that. The team tells him to back off, switch spots.
Yeah, but I mean that happens, especially
interesting. Yeah, you would never really think if you never like looked into the sport.
Oh, there's so much more into F1.
What do you guys think his contract is going to be, man? I mean, it's going to be.
I heard
contract.
He's expecting to make upwards of $100 million with Ferrari.
And guys, let's not forget, like, for those of you who don't know, Ferrari's like playing for the Lakers, for example, right? Like, no matter how bad let's say Real Madrid or Barcelona, no matter how bad they do past couple seasons, whatever, no matter what, they have a legacy. Everyone at one point is going to want to race for Ferrari if they have the chance. You know what I mean? And I think that's why Hamilton did it. Because who knows when Mercedes is going to be competitive again with their cars, you know? But hopefully soon, but we'll see.
It's going to be a good time. I am going to my first F1 race in May, which I've never been to before. I'm extremely excited.
Miami.
So.
Yeah, that's going to be badass. I'm excited for you guys.
Well, hopefully you can book a little flight there, you know.
Maybe, who knows?
You know, even if you don't come to the race, there's plenty of things to do in Miami.
All right, last subject of sports.
After you.
We need to talk about this because I'm honestly tired of hearing about it. I don't care about Taylor Swift. Okay? The whole thing, Super Bowl, America's team now. We got Taylor Swift with Travis Kelce. I could care less.
Yeah. Well, it's all for media, man.
Who do you think is going to take the Super Bowl? And
Kansas City.
If anybody wants to win money, I'm going to have Yanni.
I'm gonna tell
Yanni's going to bet on the team.
And you do the opposite.
Exactly. Yeah. And you will most likely win money.
Yeah. I did bet on the Chiefs, though. So.
I think
You bet on the Chiefs?
Yeah, I did put money on the Chiefs.
I do think it only makes it, not right, but in media world, I think the Chiefs are going to win it just because, you know, Taylor Swift and
Mahomes.
I
don't watch.
You know what they're saying? Like, I don't know if this.
I watch soccer.
How true this is going to be, but they're like, oh, the Chiefs are going to win, and what's his name? Travis Kelce is going to propose to Taylor Swift and stuff like that. You know, everybody's going crazy for that.
I will tell you though, I would bet over 8.5 minutes worth of songs for the halftime.
You bet on the most random things.
I think it's doable though.
That's what I did. I think those were really easy odds because if I remember correctly, last year for Rihanna, the odds were over 10.5 minutes and under 10.5.
Well, don't you tell everyone what happened to you last year?
Last year, I bet on the Eagles and they lost.
Oh, thank you very much.
Rough.
And so Vasili's an Eagles fan. But at the time,
which I didn't find out, I have forbidden him for betting on my teams for a long time because I didn't know this was the case.
Together, you know what I mean? It's bad luck.
Anyways, I've been on the Eagles, they lost, and I've been on Rihanna to sing under 10.5 songs, which means if she had sang 10, I would have won the bet. Basically, I was the only one in the sports bar screaming at halftime for the damn bitch to shut the hell up. I mean, no offense, but so I lost money on that. This year, I don't know why the book it had 8.5 minutes, not 10.5. So I mean, Usher.
But it's not only.
If he sings only,
is he bringing out a special guest? Do you know?
Well, regardless, I don't know.
There's always.
But regardless, if he's only going to sing under 8.5 minutes, and I lose his bet.
So, question.
I don't know.
The 8.5 minutes, is that only for Usher? What if a special guest comes out, or is that only Usher's part?
It's a show in general.
It's just singing in general. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a show in general.
So. Yeah, it has to be over 8.5 minutes.
I would assume, man.
We'll see.
I'm gonna watch it, but I don't think it's gonna be that good. I think I kind of want McCaffrey to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, one more sport. I don't know if you guys know, Greek Australian boxer George Kambosos. He's fighting Lomachenko May 12th.
Oh man.
Why does their name sound familiar?
Lomachenko is for me the best lightweight boxer. I don't care. I know a lot. Devin Haney's #1 right now, and he beat Lomachenko. That was a robbery. Anyone who knows anything about boxing, that fight was just, fixed. It don't get more fixed than that.
Has boxing gotten pretty bad over the last few years? I
try
to get into it, but
bad. We basically have missed out on that golden age, which was, But the lightweight, it's not bad. Like I said, Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis. That lightweight division is a talented group. But I think Lomachenko was robbed in that last fight, and I think he's the best by far in that division. Kambosos, I want Lomachenko, even though Kambosos, he's Greek. But I think Lomachenko, he deserves it. And
he represents...
he's better. And he's Orthodox Christian.
Doesn't he represent Australia, though? The Greek guy?
He is a proud Greek. Yeah. But he's
I think he comes out with the Australian flag. I'm pretty sure
both.
he does.
No,
he comes out with both?
Both.
Okay.
He always holds a Greek. I'll give him that. But is he kind of, not kind of, he is like a classic Greek American that we would say, or a classic Greek Australian. Yeah, he don't.
What is he first generation?
I think I couldn't tell you if his parents were. I couldn't tell you that one, but I do know he don't really speak any Greek.
Search that real quick.
Then
what do you consider prime time for boxing? Like prime time era?
What do you mean? Like era?
When Mike Tyson days?
I'd say Mike Tyson. I mean, honestly, no. Everything up to after maybe early Klitschko days. Not even forget it. Not even early Klitschko days. Up to Mike Tyson.
The Mike Tyson era had to be wild, man.
Yeah, up to.
Have you guys heard like stories? I mean, obviously you've heard stories with him, and like he's partying and all that. Did you guys hear? I don't know. It was either at a club in New York or somewhere. I don't know. And supposedly he opened up a BMW dealership like late at night. He called the manager or something like that. And he went and bought like all these girls like BMWs, like 2-3 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
He was wild for sure.
That was crazy time, man. Like if you were rich in that time period, what was it, like 90s or whatever?
90s,
yeah, in the 90s, like that was craziness back then, man. That was.
This wasn't a lot of social media, so there was a lot you could get away with.
That made it better, you know.
Now everyone's got a camera. You go do
Everybody
something.
could do like they enjoyed themselves, man. Like how many pro athletes and all that stuff, or celebrities in general, were doing drugs before their matches, or not saying it's a good thing, guys, but nowadays
I could tell you this.
Nowadays, you
they definitely smoke cigarettes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Soccer players.
100%.
Soccer players definitely do.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think it's gonna be a boring Super Bowl.
Think it'll be boring?
Yeah.
I mean, the views are gonna be crazy high, obviously, because of the whole Taylor Swift thing, right?
I think they're gonna. Bowl, I think they were saying they're gonna try to make it into a what's it called? Like when you buy it. Pay-per-view.
No way, man. You can't do that, man.
They talked about it.
No way.
They talked about it. They did. And
if they do, that's gonna be insane.
I highly doubt it. I mean, like I said, I don't watch too much football, but if I did watch football, and as an American, I would be highly disappointed.
I mean, the Super Bowl is pretty much like a holiday in America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right.
No, I think they were talking about making it. I'm not sure if they were down money, but or what's happening.
There's no way they're down money, dude. Especially this season with all that shit happening. Didn't they say like how much money has she brought in?
But that was for Kansas.
Yeah. In general, how many people are going to watch Super Bowl because of that? Like people that don't even watch football.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching it to see if I'm going to win my bet. But
8.5, guys. Remember that.
I want to put a bet. I'm going to put a bet against you, double the money, that we can win our money back in case you lose. Because you will most likely lose. Most likely, right?
I think the sing thing or the halftime show thing, I think he's going to win that one. I don't know.
I think the halftime. The other one,
there's no way he's not going to sing at least 8.5 minutes, man. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
What's a half? A half is 15 minutes.
It's like
a half. I think it's 15. A half is 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you add.
Now you're kind of stressing me out.
No.
Unless they extend it.
Bro, if Rihanna, how much did Rihanna sing? 12 and a half.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but they're not gonna sing a full song, bro. They sing.
He's not talking about full songs, though.
I understand, but you can't really say how.
But I'm saying is Usher. Usher has been.
Actually, I don't remember.
Has been around longer than Rihanna, so he's got more shit to say.
I don't remember if it's 8.5 minutes or 8.5 songs. Last year, I know 100%. My bet was 10.5 songs.
That's a big difference, Yanni.
No, it is though.
It is a big difference.
It is a big difference.
You have no
idea. Actually, I don't know what I bet on. I've lied.
Did you bet on the Greek? On the Greek website? Did you bet on?
Yeah, Novibet through my friend in Greece. So.
Yeah, that's not sketchy.
No, but it's like
No, I know that is legit. Yeah. Betting through somebody else in another country.
No, I have an account, but you need a VPN, and I'm too lazy to get one. So that's why I just have my good friend who's log in for me.
So halftime show it says usually lasts between 12 to 15 minutes. I always heard 15 minutes.
If it's 8.5 songs or more, I'm definitely good. If it's minutes, I don't know.
Because they don't have songs, they don't sing the whole song anyways.
No, they only do like a few seconds depending on what it is.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think it's solid either way, honestly, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm looking forward to Champions League in Europa, but anyways.
Wait, when is
next
I'm
week.
so behind on
next
that
week?
stuff. I'm so behind on it.
Next week it's starting up again. So, yeah.
Okay, enough with sports. We spent so much time.
It's like ESPN over here.
Don't even get me started on ESPN.
I don't even watch it.
They're losing money, right? ESPN is going under.
How?
They've been losing.
I've heard some stuff. I don't know. I can't.
That was like the whole. Like,
I'm not educated.
I
knew wrong when that came out.
I'm kidding.
Cat's out of the hat, guys. You guys figured it out. Which is why we're doing a podcast, because none of us are educated. All right. This is so random, but we were talking about this earlier. With about crappy Italian food or pizza that we were eating. I'm still bothered by it because I have one. I'm trying to lose weight.
No, it's not gonna happen on Sundays now. I'll tell you that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, and I just feel like I wasted a cheat day.
Well, I'll tell you this.
On that pizza.
I look forward to this podcast. I look forward to the food and the drinking more than anything else. For you.
I understand, but what I'm upset about is the fact that
you wasted on a pizza.
I wasted on a pizza.
Funny enough, I used to look forward to Fridays, Saturdays, like the weekend is here. Now I'm like, Sunday needs to hurry up and come so we can record this. It's
but
okay. What I was getting to is there are.
Guys, I'm gonna take a quick second. I'm gonna go grab a beer because this whiskey's not going down.
Wait, what are you drinking to eat?
I'm drinking to eat, man.
Come on, man.
A little alcoholic on me today.
A little mad clip de mixado Coca-Cola meto whiskey. What happened to that?
I don't know. Greek food. There's an exception. I do feel like for the amount of Greeks in Charlotte, we really don't have a good authentic restaurant. You go get there's good Italian spots, there's good Mexican spots, there's good Thai food. You ever had Thai food?
I'm not big on the Asian food, but
have you had it before?
We do have a lot. What's that?
Let's not get into that. I don't need.
It will change your life.
I don't like it.
So you never tried it.
I don't like it, man. But let's just stay on the.
We're not talking. It's different than Vietnamese, right? Like.
I don't like Asian food. No offense.
You never ate sushi?
Never. It's raw fish. I mean, I need olive oil. That ain't a meal. I mean, look at it. It doesn't look appealing. What is it? It's like a circle of
rice.
Of rice. I mean, sorry.
He's not wrong.
That's not a meal. A meal is a nice.
You're trying to tell me you don't enjoy a good sushi?
Tom? No, I do eat sushi, but I have to be.
Come on, man. Overall, though, a nice appetizer.
Let me put it this way.
A nice meal, a dessert. That's I'm
never gonna choose if I'm gonna go out to eat, with the boys or whatever with friends. I'm never gonna choose a sushi place. Yeah. If somebody brings it up, I'm gonna go. And even then, though, I'm not the real raw stuff. I get Americanized sushi, like crispy California rolls, stuff like that.
I hear that maybe I still, but
like you said, man, what's better than having an appetizer like calamari or even I don't know, man. Some bread with olive oil on the table, put some salt on that, put some oregano.
It's way better.
We went to that Italian spot a couple weeks ago. You said no calamari, bro.
Which one?
Where did
it wasn't with you. It was with our friends.
We went to an Italian spot?
Yep, a couple weeks ago. It was like a month ago or whatever. It's still stuck in my head.
Across South Park Mall?
Little Mamas.
Okay. I've never been there.
I enjoyed it, man.
I've always kind of wanted to.
I enjoyed it because that hostess was cute, man.
That's got nothing to do with the food whatsoever.
Well, that's why I enjoyed it.
I hear that.
She was very
They didn't have calamari as an appetizer.
No, really? Well, keep that say. Listen, I hear that. That's crazy. But at the end of the day, do you really miss out on the calamari here? I mean, you go to Greece, eat calamari, any of that seafood.
It's a different game.
It's a different game. It's night and day. It's like, okay, at the end of the day, feeling a calamari.
It's fresh.
You're not missing out on anything.
With that,
that goes with everything.
That goes to simplest thing, a tomato. If you have a tomato from Greece,
you're right.
And you have a tomato here, is like
Choriatic salad. Yeah, you're right.
That's not my point.
Eat a choriatic salad here and eat a choriatic salad. Completely different. Change your life.
But if you go to an Italian spot, you expect to have some kind of calamari for another.
Well, I think we're getting to the topic that you can find better Italian restaurants, and not just in Charlotte. I think in the United States, and in general, actually, outside of Greece, you can find better Italian food, Mexican food, other ethnic foods than you can find Greek food. Like Greek food, I'm not a big fan of Greek food in the United States.
I mean, you do have like Astoria, which has like a lot of
Astoria, yeah, sure.
Or at least down south, like Charlotte. What do we have? I mean,
we do have some, not a hate on any Greek restaurants here by any means, which they're all good, but it doesn't have that like authentic Greek food.
It's
unfortunately.
I don't know.
Like like an apitoiro, like a gyro, like an OG gyro.
OG gyro, the only place that's coming out. Shout out to our boys over in Little Village Grill.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And
for sure, I like it.
Shout out to ATL. What's your friends?
Oh, you're talking about Udo Village. You ever been up
Udo
there?
Village in Georgia, guys. Make sure you give it a try. It's very authentic, very, very good. And what's the family that owns it? Is it?
Oh my god, I forgot their last name now.
Are we okay to name drop or no?
I mean, I don't know why you're giving them a compliment. Why wouldn't you?
It's the same owners that have the
sure
famous Marietta Diner, which is also fantastic, guys. Fantastic. A true diner.
I'm sure all of our 7 viewers will not mind if we name drop them.
But it is the Cello, right?
Cello, yes.
Super good people, man, and their restaurants, like, they know how to do it. Whether it's Greek, the diner, he has a steakhouse. If you're ever in Marietta or wherever they're at.
Marietta, I think it goes up north. I forgot what the other one is.
Go ahead and give it a try, guys. And is it Udo World, you said?
Udo Village.
No.
Yeah, Udo Village.
Udo Village?
Yeah, Little Village is Charlotte. Udo Village. Something Udo. Yeah. Whatever. God, I'm still upset about that.
Have you been to Marietta Diner?
Have you been to Atlanta at all?
Έχω πάει Atlanta μόνο για ποδόσφαιρο όταν I was a little kid, like, go.
Okay, so
I've never been out. So I've never been out in Atlanta.
Marietta,
crazy.
Downtown Atlanta is wild. Marietta, I really like. It's kind of like me tiran to say green is like Matthews, but better. You know what I mean? Like
it's like Matthews,
like a small town feel. But back to what I was saying, Marietta Diner. One of the best, actually the best diners I have ever been to in the States. Ever been to. Like, the place is insane. You get whatever you want any time of the day.
Gotta check it out.
Celia actually used to live in Marietta for, about a year?
I lived in Marietta for a year up there.
That is right. I totally forgot.
I was there for the whole Snowmageddon and all that good stuff. Fun times. Tony would drive up literally every weekend just to go partying.
Tongue and Groove, T&G. As the locals would say.
They don't stop up there, dude. You get out like 2 o'clock in the morning. There's like another bar that opens up usually.
Traffic. Can we talk about traffic there? Golly.
Talk about
11 o'clock at night. 5-6 lane highway, whatever it is jam packed. You're like, where the hell is everybody going? It's like LA traffic. People do say it's like almost like LA traffic. You're not.
It's bad. Dude.
I don't know if it's worse, but
I worked in
LA.
I worked for a little bit in Buford. In Buford from Marietta, it's like 45 minutes. I'll have to be at work at 7. I used to leave the house like 4:30 in the morning. Just to make it there on time.
Talking about different cities, man. Like, so we went to Miami for a bachelor party. Was it last year? Bringing up Miami again. I think it was. Yeah, it had to be last year. What do you guys think about Miami, man? I don't know how it is to live there, but I love that place, man. Other than it being like super expensive, but obviously any touristy place like that, man. Like,
listen,
there's other parts of Florida that are like much cleaner, much higher end, obviously, but Miami, like, if you have money,
I got mixed opinions.
Yeah.
If you have money,
I would put it this way: for a vacation that you're gonna be like, you know what, I don't care, I'm gonna go have a good time and spend money.
Yeah.
You like 2-3 days, 3 days,
Yeah.
Screw it, why not?
Yeah, in that case for sure.
But then, I was actually having this conversation with a girl a couple weeks ago, and everybody's there is so fake, man. Like, it's everybody. Nobody's themselves, man. It's either people that are like super rich, millionaires, billionaires, whatever, and then it's the people that are faking it, hanging out with them, using them for the fake tables, the clout, and all that. I don't think there's a middle in between. You're either like super rich, but then again, even like the super rich, I feel like they don't even live there. They just vacation there. You know what I mean? Like, they'll have like
I feel like super rich people, they don't live anymore. They travel whenever they want and go wherever they want. They have their main house.
What's your thoughts on Miami, man?
Miami, I've been a couple times.
Did you just come back from there?
I did go last month. I had a blast, obviously. Wherever you go with, good friends, you're always going to have a blast.
I like the nightlife, man. Like, he's really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, when you're comparing it to Charlotte, but I don't know, maybe I'm repetitive. Grace, man.
Yeah.
I get it. I know that's such a stupid answer. Okay, you'll be like, okay, anyway, of course. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's
Yeah, I mean, we're not putting Greece in the equation, obviously, right now. You know, I'm just like, in the States, like, I don't know. Like, if you're going to take a weekend trip, prime example, bachelor party, you know, not leaving the country. I'm not saying you're going to go to Greece. I'm not saying
you have to pick in the U.S.
Mykonos or
I guess
what.
Miami can
Nobody's
go.
going to Mykonos.
I like New York a lot.
New York, yeah.
But I don't know if you go there for a bachelor.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fun, but
just because it's not.
New York's my spirit animal. I would live in New York in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I wish I could.
I'm with you on that. I like.
For me, there's 3 hotspots, man. Not that I've been everywhere in the U.S., but New York. I think I'm gonna put. Between New York and Miami, I don't know what I'm gonna put first because I'm more of like a summer, you know, warm weather type of person.
I agree on that too. I like New York, but I like warm weather.
I'm gonna say, man, like
contradiction.
When it comes to like partying, bro, I'm gonna say Miami, New York, and Vegas. Which Vegas obviously is an animal of its own. You know, nothing compares to it. I don't care what you say. I've been there
Vegas
3-4
gets too
times,
much, though.
man.
Vegas gets too much.
Vegas. I don't know.
It gets too much, but listen, man. Every time we said that last time we went, and when we went, we're like, you know what?
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's just,
no. I mean,
all you need is 3 days.
It gets too much of an aspect. Like you spend more than 3 days there, you want to get the hell out.
Well, yeah, man. If you live there, bro, you're gonna destroy yourself. I think so. You know,
Nobody lives inside and lives like.
Well, no, but I'm saying like even the people around me. You know, what do they say? Like Fremont Street, like where the locals go and shit. I don't know. I don't think I could ever live in a place like that, but.
New York would be nice.
New York, yeah.
I think for us Greeks too, you know, New York has that big Greek population.
I was watching. I think there's a town in Florida, not Clearwater.
Tarpon
another
Springs.
one. Yes.
After pieces in a big Greek
Dude,
community.
I didn't
I heard
like.
good things about it, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot. You know, our parents, me and my brother came here in '99, and we came straight to Charlotte. You know, now looking back at it, kind of wish, you know, maybe we had stopped by New York for a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit south.
Man, I always think about that too. It's like, what if?
What if we stayed back? You know,
what if we didn't come to Charlotte? Like,
or in the U.S. in general, in Greece.
God, I don't even know where we'd be right now if we had stayed in Greece.
All right, something about this about Greece. You know, a big topic, a big theme is, and people in Greece and people Greeks outside of Greeks will tell you, Greece isn't for, you know, money to live there. There's no future. There's
well, there's not. We've seen that. We've seen that.
Well, listen.
Firsthand.
Do I agree if we're going to go based off opportunity money? Sure, you get more opportunities. Let's say here in the U.S.
yeah.
But on the other hand, I don't think it's as bad as a lot of these Greek Americans say it is. Oh, you have no hope. You have 0 chance. You have Hypotheron, they're having a bad time. I think those are actually all lies. I think one, there is there's hope in Greece.
Of course.
And then 2, the main thing, I don't think Hypotheron. I think at the end of the day, people are miyahara. And at the end, it depends on circumstance, man. I mean, everybody's life. It just depends.
Yes, the big, not a good.
Hold on, before we get into this, we need to give a little bit of background. So, all 3 of us have experience living in Greece. Me and my brother moved here in '99. Yanni was actually born in the States, but he went to Greece and he lived there for about 5 years playing professional soccer.
And he was growing every summer back. You know.
Yeah, but he lived there, so he understands. You know, I don't think it's a matter of there's no hope, because I think that if you want something bad enough, no matter where you are, if you work hard enough and you're committed and you don't give up, you can achieve whatever you really want. I think the difference is, you know,
maybe you need a little more luck. You definitely need a little more.
Well, luck. You need luck with everything, right? So,
yeah, absolutely.
I think it makes it. Greece is a little harder. Not that
I think here they give you the
doable.
tools. There's more tools here. They say if you want it here, it's easier to get it. There, it's. I mean, guys, like okay.
Here's also here. Now, sorry to interrupt you, but it's easier to get here. But I also feel like it's easier to lose it quicker here. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
It's easier to get it here in America, but it's also easier.
One financial mistake, you lose.
I mean, listen, that bad financial mistake can ruin it everywhere. Don't get me wrong. But I have a feeling here because you can make it. You go from rags to riches, as I say, like really quick, and you can lose it like super quick. One wrong mistake, And let's be honest, in Greece, if you have the right connections here too, but in Greece it's a little easier to have a little connection.
Well, at the end of the day, it's also the lifestyle that it provides you. If you have your house, you're just making a little bit of money. You're fine. You're not. I don't think you're depressed as much if you don't. If
that's a different thing. Now you're talking about like way of life and stuff.
But you know what's crazy?
I know we're talking about pure money, but that plays.
We're talking about like pure future. Like if you want to do something to be successful.
You're saying making it big.
But that's also the same equation though. Like but lifestyle does play a big role.
I will tell you this: me and my brother had the pleasures, and we've been blessed to be able to have what we have. We had we opened up a few businesses. We actually own one now. We had opened for for a few years where we had the ability to open up our own Greek cafe down here in Charlotte. And I will say, I don't think, actually, let me rephrase that. I know for a fact, at my age, that would not have been possible in Greece.
Well, I do agree, but also, man.
Because number one, nobody would have no bank would ever give you money. No bank would ever.
Here's how,
my type of cafe you're open.
My opinion in this, man. So, if you haven't witnessed or lived something else, like for example, like we're Greek, we've lived in Greece for a little bit, but then we've also witnessed the American lifestyle, American dream, whatever you want to call it, right? It changes your mindset. It makes you hustle more when you're here. Now, if we were in Greece, I mean, not saying we wouldn't hustle just as hard, but we would be more laid back. Here, man,
it's a lifestyle,
exactly. Here, no matter what, you wake up in the morning.
Bro, I will tell you right now, I would not be hustling.
What I'm saying is, like, here you wake up, you're like, all right, man, rutina. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna try to make more money than I made yesterday. Like you're in that kind of like thing. Whereas in Greece, you're like,
that pays
I don't want to work today.
But that pays tribute to actually how great of a country that you don't need that hustle. I get it. You can look at it at both spectrums. You could be like, oh, that's a bad thing. You don't want to hustle. But also, that for me, that pays tribute that, hey, you're not hustling and you're having a good time. At the end of the day, hey, you're alive, you're having a good time.
Yeah.
What else do you need?
Exactly.
Well, now it's hard to go back into that mindset when you've had.
Listen, guys. At the end of the day, man, both countries like. Yeah, they have their pros. Exactly.
Wherever.
That's part of life. I personally think all three of us are blessed to be able to have witnessed both lifestyles. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Blessed. Cause how many times I know relatives in Greece or friends in Greece, and like, man, like they'll do anything to come to America.
Yeah. But I know a lot that they wouldn't, and I know a lot if they would leave like this.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You get everything, man. I think there's really no answer.
No regrets, man.
Yeah.
In reality, all you had to do was just be a better soccer player, and all of us would be fine.
Yeah.
Which is really what it comes down to.
I didn't think about that.
In the first episode, guys, our boy Yanni over here, Vasil was joking about that, man. He was a very good soccer player.
No, he wasn't. If he was obviously.
But he's joking, guys. But in Greece,
I am not joking. I am not joking. I am, but I'm not.
So Yanni played pro.
I played pro and semi-pro.
Pro and semi-pro in Greece, but it just wasn't his.
Yeah, I don't think you have to list semi-pro if you played pro.
Because the majority of the time it was semi-pro. I don't like because I'm not going to be that type of pro. I play pro. Okay, well, I played for La Mia. Everyone knows La Mia is the first.
Here's the thing. Do we tell people what position you play?
I just said it.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah, but maybe they didn't hear it.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Well, I played goalkeeper.
Oh man, I was gonna let the people guess on the comments, but he played goalkeeper. Long story short, scored quite a bit on him, and here he is.
Well, playing pro. Growing up, I thought that was the only thing I was gonna do is play soccer my whole life. Clearly, that's not.
What I want to know is, I want to know. Was there a time in your life?
All I'm saying is Nicopolidis is lucky that Yanni was saying he's there.
First of all, Nicopolidis. First of all, Nicopolidis is probably one of my favorite soccer players of all time.
That boy.
I'm training with his son.
Shut up. Are you serious right now? Do not do this to me because we're recording right now. You messing with me right now?
He played because when I was 15, I tried out for Olympiacos' academy. Went training for a couple of days, and his son obviously played for the academy. He's Nicopolidis' son. I think he went on and played in Georgia.
Okay, Nicopolidis, for everyone out there, that's either too young to know him or just doesn't know
He's a
play
legend
soccer.
goalkeeper.
Legendary goalkeeper that played for Greece. He played for the international team. Did phenomenal. He was just a well-known goal. Everyone loved him for the most part. And he was known to be a little bit more aggressive than usual.
As in coming out of the box.
Yeah, he used to do random shit, like just run out in the middle of the field and do some weird stuff. But growing up, for me, that was I loved watching him. He was a big role model of mine. Yeah, I wish I would have known sooner that you trained with him. But what I wanted to ask you is, like, when did you, just a little bit, I want to learn some more about, like, your background. Like, when did you, was there a time where you knew you were going to go pro? Like, you knew this is for me and you're like, you know what? I'm good at what I do. Did somebody, was it your dad or somebody tell you, hey, you got this talent?
I grew up, none of my dad never played any type of sports. I never had any influence as far as playing sports, but I always played sports. I always knew from a very young age that I wanted to be a pro athlete. I actually started playing soccer when I was 10, a lot older than most people would think. And I started playing goalie around the same time I started playing the game. I played kind of both, and then at 13 I transitioned only goalkeeper. And then 14 years old I was like, yeah, that's all I want to do.
What got you into like the soccer scheme?
I think it was the first time when I went to Greece when I was like 9 years old.
Playing soccer and stuff like that.
And everybody, in Greece played soccer. And since here I actually like basketball and football more, believe it or not, as a little kid. And I think since, those are basketball, you're using your hands, football, you're using your hands. When I went to Greece, everybody was playing soccer. I never had played soccer. So just naturally, I went in goal. And I was just kind of naturally better than everybody, playing. So, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of good at this. I liked it. And I came back that summer from Greece and then, played for a local team. And that's kind of
history.
How it started. I don't know. Sports are a very high and low. I'm an emotional type of person, which was probably my downfall. Because when you're on a high, you shouldn't let that really get to you. And when you're on a low, it would get to me. If I'm playing really well, my mood, I'm so happy. If I'm not playing good, my mood is terrible. Where you need to be just in the middle, just always just consistent. And then a few injuries, a few this, a few that, a few politics. Those aren't excuses, because anyone that has made it, they'll be like, well, I made it, why didn't you? Yeah, you're right, I should, I clearly wasn't mentally strong enough to continue. I'm not going to say, oh, this and that. Yeah, was I unlucky? I had 2 surgeries. I had some politics playing a role. And then a little lifestyle. I was having a good time, going out, so, living by myself in Greece. Yeah, it was definitely a recipe for, not the best outcome. But if you truly want something, I truly believe, yeah, I could have played. Come on. But then again, you do look at other factors. How's the money? Yeah, the money's not too good until you hit it. A good contract. And do you have that patience? Do you really have that dog? I personally didn't. And but it's okay. I like other stuff too. I like what we're doing right now. I like, businesses. I like stuff like that. So, it is what it is. But I'm not going to say that's the reason. Yeah, do I believe some people have an easier road? Yeah, they do. But that's with anything in life.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't look at other
I think
people.
everything is, with not only choices, but like you said,
luck and
who you know, what connections, and that's in everything, especially in Greece when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe if I have some better connections, sure. But that still only takes you a certain level. So, that's not going to... I'm not gonna put the blame on that, but maybe if I had it easier, I would have not lost discipline. That's that's a stupid argument. Other people, how do they make it without so many good connections? Because they have that discipline and that hard work.
I don't think many did in Greece.
Well, majority of people don't play. I mean, that's the majority of people don't play up to that level. So, I'm still happy I did. I played, like I said, pro, semi-pro, mainly semi-pro, second, third divisions in Greece. Yeah.
Man, it's got to be hard being at that age and having, living in Greece, especially in the summers.
Yeah.
And having to focus on, like, a professional aspect of what you're doing.
Well, the second...
Because I feel like it's so easy, like, to just, like, drop it and live that good life. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
that too, but also the third...
As in, like, going out, partying, blah, 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 etc., all that stuff,
No, it is a huge temptation, but also the third division level in Europe, it's an awkward level because you have a mixture of three different type of people. You have young kids that are trying to pursue to be a legit pro. Then you have older people that they don't care. They're doing it as a hobby almost. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a mind fuck of playing third division. You're trying your best, whereas some people on that team aren't even trying their best. It's an awkward. It's a hustle, man. It's a hustle, right. Being disciplined.
Yeah, all jokes aside, I think you getting up there is pretty cool. I wish I would have had.
I think it's a hell of an experience, bro.
No, I wouldn't trade it with anything.
Growing up, everyone had dreams, or at least we all did. I think so, and everyone can relate to this. You wanted to be something, and
man, you know what conversation I remember? I think it was when we went to we met you in Greece, 2 summers ago.
Did we ever tell people how we met, Yanni?
Yeah, we'll go back to that. But I remember we had a convo, man, and not with Yanni. I think we were out.
Was
drinking.
This okay? Because
I'm
pretty sure
drink and make sure I'm not making this shit up. I don't think I am right. Because we weren't drinking every night, but we were talking about. You were like, not like putting yourself down, but you were like, I didn't make it, and I lost, a couple of years of my life as in the aspect of like his career, like he didn't work because he was so focused on soccer.
Yeah, money making. I mean, yeah, for sure,
man. And I don't think that's a loss.
How old are you?
I'm 23 now.
You're 23. What are you talking about? I mean, you got.
Young for stopping to play soccer.
And I don't
think
but
you didn't lose any of your working. What are you talking about?
What I'm trying to say is like he was kind of like bummed about it. Like I didn't go anywhere, and I lost a couple of years that I could have worked and made money, somewhere like in America or wherever. Right. But man, like you said, would you trade that experience for nothing?
I wouldn't trade it.
Hell,
yeah, I was gonna say he experienced something that all of us would have loved.
And I think you're still young enough to like, even if it was happening now, and you did it until you were 26, 27, bro. You still.
And I think those lessons are. Or more than any money.
Absolutely,
to make,
bro. The lessons and the experience.
Nico Politi played till he was 42.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like somewhere there. 40 was it 42?
He was up to 39 for sure.
30, like somewhere there, like in that area. He was like,
But it's no, I wouldn't trade that for anything. I mean, the connections I've made in Greece, learning the lifestyle over there, learning there's just like in every country there's different tricks and the systems are different. So that alone I wouldn't trade. But. That's what you got to do is just take the good out of every situation you're in.
Yeah, I think it worked out well. I think you made a good amount of connections and you're using it to what you're doing now, which is great.
Which that's another thing in life. You really have no idea of how things can turn. I do Greek nights, here in Charlotte. We have Bride Evangelia for those. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She's a singer, and we have on track to maybe bring some more artists and rappers, which by being in Greece, I just happened to meet people, which at that time I would never even think that it would.
It's funny, being in Greece, man, I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's easier to meet celebrities in a way, as in like singers and stuff like that, than it is here, man. Like here we've been in America 27 years. I've never actually met somebody like going, out to a club. Have. No, I'm saying like I met a few famous people, but it's still like, in Greece, you can easily go talk to them, connect with them, possibly talk to their manager, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's all that stuff,
way easier. I mean, obviously, it's a smaller country.
Yeah.
It's incomparable, but that is a nice part.
I feel like we should call this the Yanni episode in all reality.
Yeah.
I feel like we should call this the Yanni episode.
Yeah, but...
At the end of the day. I like it, though. I think. I wish I would have seen you play in all reality, but...
yeah, it would have been nice.
Maybe if you were better, I would have seen you.
I know.
I didn't see you play, but we saw you get swayed.
Yeah. And we had a good time.
Shit, you ain't lying.
To say the least, we had a good time.
We had a phenomenal time down in Greece. I
count those 3 nights of the week.
Yeah, that's untradeable.
Okay, well, now we have derailed the whole episode today because we talked about the most random things. We didn't get to half the stuff we wanted to on the list, but it is getting time where we have to wrap everything up. Before we go, I do want to have, at the end of this podcast, we are going to have Yanni giving updates on, like, pretty much for the Greek community, what's coming up, what's coming to Charlotte, Greek Nights, who's coming in. So I'll kind of let Yanni take over now and kind of give us an update.
Yeah, so guys, we have our next event is February 17th. That's actually a Balkan night, not specifically Greek. It'll be Greek music,
Who's playing for that? Do you know who's playing?
DJ, shout out to DJ Steladas, and then also for the rest of the music will be DJ Robbie, my good Bulgarian friend. And then we have
did you say the date for that one or no?
February 17th. Yeah, Saturday night.
Whoever's in Charlotte surrounding areas, guys, make sure you come out. It's going to be a fantastic night.
Yeah.
And we are going to be having, if everything goes well, we are going to be in Greenville doing our podcast there for the Lefteri Padazi concert.
Yep, that's February 24th. That's also Saturday. That's in Greenville, South Carolina. Padazi. So those are the next two events. There's many events coming up. Nothing official yet, but stay tuned for those as well. But hopefully you guys come out for those two events coming up.
All right, guys. Well, I think we had another successful episode. Thank you to everyone for listening and watching us. Please, guys, go like and subscribe our YouTube channel. We're also on Instagram. Looking forward to another episode.